Well, okay. I was gonna roll for stealth, but I already did the thwip thing, so they've fired an arrow uh, at Monarch. So
Okay.
we're going to roll to see if it hits. Now, let's see. Okay. Since I just went rogue and started acting first, which was not my original plan, but it just kind of helped work into the story a little bit. Okay.
Since you're over by the horses.
Okay, yeah. So I got to go back to Appendix B here.
Oh, what?
Appendix B.
What is that?
That's the stats for the monsters.
Ew.
Okay.
Because you're playing the monsters and 2 characters, so.
Yes. Okay, so I got to roll a. So since they shot at me, it's a 6-sided dice plus 2.
6-sided.
So boo. It's a 4, so it's a 6.
What do you need to roll?
Okay, it hits me, but it was a bad shot, so it like hits my tunic that I'm wearing.
It barely hit.
So it like
barely takes damage.
it doesn't even do any damage this time. So it just hits and bounce off. Okay.
Like a Mario with a star.
Yes.
Okay.
So now we know they're there. Have I said what's there? What they are? Okay. Okay, so we know the goblins are there, but we don't see them. What do you want to do?
Me?
Yes. What would you like to do? We don't see them yet. We just know I've been shot at.
Supposed to do something?
Yes. You can make a decision here. What do you want to do?
Oh, this is gonna be hard. Can I see some things from far away?
It's daylight. We were attacked in broad daylight.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Can I use invisibility? Do I have that? And so I want to use invisibility and sneak up on them.
Okay. Let's look
and
at...
figure out where they are, so I come back and tell them where they are. Because they won't see me. Since I'm a magic.
Okay, let's look at your stuff here.
How many goblins are there?
You have cantrips of light prestidigitation,
yeah, the shit.
ray of frost, shocking grasp, and sleep.
I think am I able to use sleep? Can I use sleep?
Hang on 1 second. Let me read here.
I want to use sleep.
You wish to use sleep?
Yes, I wish to use sleep. What was that?
Okay, so the 2 goblins that are, 2 of them are up on a cliff, and 2 of them are down low. They've started to rush towards me, so you now see them. And...
What do I do?
Hang on. You're wanting to use sleep, but let me get to that point. Okay. So... Dr. Strange points out a 3rd goblin up on the cliff. Okay. So now we see 3 goblins. And you're going to cast sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have a +4.
Do you want me to roll?
No, well, here. I'll give you the phone so you can hit it. Clear. And... roll...
What now?
We're going to roll... this twice.
That twice?
Yes.
Alright. So, press it?
Yep. Okay, a 1 + 4, so that's a 5. And then roll it again.
Here. I press it.
Okay, so... your focus was broken because they were moving. So Dr. Strange jumps in to help you.
And what does he do? Did he do that?
I gotta look up my spells.
Alright.
Okay, my spell attack is actually a +7, and I use like those whip things that he uses in the movies.
Oh, yeah.
I use those, which is lightning lure, and I have +7, and so now I'll roll the 2d6s. All right, I have a 6 + 7, so I knock 2 of them down. Your sleep puts one of them to sleep.
Which one?
The one that's up on the cliff.
So then, so is like not gonna attack it? Well, because it can't attack back.
Well, there's a 4th goblin
Yeah.
that's running. Okay, so Manak, his weapons are. Yeah, I've got too many apps going. Manak's weapons are. I gotta look because I want to make sure. I've got an idea of which one I want to use. I'm going to use a D6.
All right.
And I'm going to use my javelin.
Okay.
The guy is starting to get close to being out of my range. I can throw up to 120 feet. He's at like 130, so I might miss. It's gonna be close. A 1 + 4, so 5. I graze him. He's still running.
So you barely hit him?
Yes. That D6 has not been nice to us.
No, it has not.
Oh, can you go grab that?
Yeah.
Since I grazed him, Doctor Strange steps back up to the plate again with lightning lure, and it's a +7. So it's an 8. I knock him down. They're all incapacitated now, okay?
All right.
So they're all kind of like, we've got them all knocked out. The one that's sleeping, we're deciding what to do with him. Okay. The one that you cast sleep on, which actually kind of works out here, he's starting to come to.
What do you mean?
Well, we have him tied to a tree.
Like this? Like that?
Yes, like that.
Like, and he's like hanged or something, or like?
No, he's sitting on the ground, tied around the tree. Like, or no, not even like that. Like his arms are to his side.
So like
Yeah,
this,
like that right there.
like that.
Yep.
Got-
All right. So since we captured him,
While trying to figure out.
what do we want to do?
Well, he's sleeping,
No, he's coming to. He's starting to wake up.
so he's gonna wake up. I think we should maybe like attack him before he gets up and could attack us.
He's tied to a tree.
But you could get out.
No, we took his weapons off of him. He has no weapons and he's tied to a tree. Because Manak used his rope to tie him to a tree.
I think we should let him die. Leave him there to die.
Okay. Doctor Strange has a feeling that this goblin knows something. Also, Manak's getting very impatient because Manak wants to know what happened to
So
Gundren Rockseeker. Because even the way slavery works in this case is Manak would still be a slave if something happened to
Gundren Rockseeker.
yeah, he would end up back on the auction block again, actually. And he doesn't want that because Gundren Rockseeker has been really good to him. So, Doctor Strange asks,
Gundren Rockseeker. Knock.
asks the goblin what he knows. Received a messenger goblin from King Groll a few days ago. The messenger told him that someone named the Black Spider was paying the Cragmalls to watch out for the dwarf
Will you
gun.
meet him in the Spire in that part 3? Spire's web.
We'll see.
Alright.
Just listen. watch out for the Cragmaws were to watch out for the dwarf Gundren Rockseeker, and the Cragmaws is the name of like the tribe name of these goblins. And send him anything he was carrying back to King Grohl. Clark followed these orders. That's the name of the goblin that we have tied up. And Gundren was ambushed and taken along with his personal effects, including a map.
The goblin was hanged up? That's his name?
The goblin said this to us.
So
Okay.
Gundren's dead?
No, Gundren is not dead.
Oh.
To our knowledge. We just know that he's been kidnapped. That's all we know so far.
Oh, so Monarch is really annoyed right now and angry and...
Yeah, Monarch's pretty
anxious.
furious.
I guess Monarch wants to knock that goblin out of his misery.
Well, Monarch sees it like this, because Monarch is very brutal, because he's a barbarian. Monarch sees it as, in just a couple hours, about 2-3 hours, the sun's going to set. And when that sun sets,
He's gonna die.
there's all kinds of creatures that lurk these woods.
So, like, Zelda, because at night most monsters come up and...
Yeah. So, with this goblin being tied to the tree and all the other goblins being vanquished, Monarch's figuring that this guy's chances are pretty slim on survival.
Since he
So,
took away his weapons...
Monarch says just leave him tied to the tree.
That's my one. Leave him there to die.
And Doctor Strange is arguing because Doctor Strange is a doctor and he doesn't want to hurt anybody.
And he hated... In the first movie, he hated not being a doctor. Because
Yes, and
the movie is getting crazy.
Monarch argues back that this isn't a person. This is a soulless creature. Goblins
That's why
goblins
they tried
are
to kill them.
yes,
That
and
tried to
goblins
kill
are
us.
yes, Darren. And goblins are evil, vile creatures that don't deserve to live. And so they bicker back and forth, and eventually it is agreed upon that he will be left there. And so we notice a trail that's hidden behind some of the thickets towards the north side of the road. And Doctor Strange suggests that we should go look at the road.
I suggest...
We should go look at the trail.
I think
Just
we should too.
just to investigate, to see what it has gone on with
I
it.
kind of want to go on the trail and see what's going on.
Now, let's look at, this is going to be our wisdom stat. So let's look at everybody's wisdom stat and see who has the highest wisdom stat. Okay, I have a +0 for wisdom. Okay, so one of us, whoever has the higher survival rate for like rolling a dice, needs to
Go check the trail.
look at the trail. Now, Doctor Strange is lowest.
So Doctor Strange won't be going.
Yeah, it shouldn't be Doctor Strange. Now, Monarch has a +6 in survival. So whatever
I'm not Doctor Strange on Harry Potter.
Monarch or Harry Potter only has a +3 in survival.
Oh, so it's not.
Yes. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, me and Doctor Strange can talk about the magic stuff and
Well,
while he's gone.
you guys are waiting to see what I come back with. Okay, I got a 4 + 6, so a 10. Okay, so it works.
Alright.
So I recognize that there are about 12 goblins that have come and gone along this trail, as well as signs of 2 human-sized bodies being dragged from the ambush site.
Uh-oh.
And so we we can take the wagon down this trail, Minox says.
Okay. Mom comes back and says we can take the wagon down the trip. Got it.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood. We can take the wagon off of the, what's the name of this trail?
From Trail.
Yeah.
Tribor.
Tribor, or whatever.
Tribor, whatever.
And we can tie it off where it's hidden, and we can walk and see what is going on.
Okay. I don't know this part.
So what's going to be our marching order?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. How are we going to walk down this? Who's in front? Who's in back? Who's in the middle?
I think Minox should be in the front.
Okay.
Man, this is hard. I think I might should be in the middle or in the middle.
You want to be in the middle?
Yeah, and Dr. Strange in the back.
Okay, so Minox up front.
Yeah, Nox. I thought Nox should be because we are.
Okay. After we walk about 10 minutes down the trail, we come across a snare. So a trap.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, snare. I know what that is. Actually kind of...
And I wasn't paying attention, and... wait, hang on. Okay. I got to roll a 12.
12 side die? Oh, this is what you would roll. It's a 12 side die.
Yeah, I got to roll a 12. And... Okay.
Got to roll 12 side die.
I don't think I'm going to be able to remember which ones, which video goes with which. Alright, so it's a 3, and then whatever my perception is. Oh, plus 6, so a 9.
What? So, do we make it? Does he make it? Or does he lose damage or die?
I noticed it, but right at the last second.
So you almost step in it. You almost get in the trap. Got it.
Alright. I gotta try to trigger the snare.
So then you can keep...
And I get no help on that. And I gotta roll...
I'd help.
Yeah, I gotta roll the 10-sided die again, so... Oh, I get a 9. And so it does work. It goes off. So we're able to make our way around it. And another 10 minutes down the trail. We're about 10 more minutes down the trail. And... Okay, I gotta look at my perception.
Remember that podcast, like, Between Time?
The N one?
Yeah, that one?
Yeah, what about it?
It's kind of reminded me of DnD a little bit.
Yeah, I thought that the other day.
I was like, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, huh, it's like DnD. It's like a DnD podcast. We should keep listening to it.
We should.
It's a good one. What episode are we like? I don't know. It sounded like they took the Harry Potter podcast off.
Yeah, I was bummed out about that.
Do they have a Lord of the Rings one? Because I remember Zach Woodward saying that when we went over there.
Hang on.
Time.
Okay, I gotta roll. A 7 plus 6
7 plus 6.
is 13, so haha. We make it.
Good. Yes.
And now we actually all get awarded 75 XP. Now, we've all been awarded our 75 experience points.
Mm-hmm. XP.
Yeah. They have it as XP, but...
You say experience.
Well, that's what XP stands for. I put it under EP because I didn't have an XP spot. Oh. Okay. We've recorded our game, and we have made it to the Cragmaw's hideout. So the Cragmaw tribe of goblins have established this hideout, and we can, to where they can easily attack people on the road, which we've learned from being it, whether they're on the Tribor Trail, or they can even attack the Phandalin Trail. So the Cragmaw tribe is named this because each member of the tribe sharpens their teeth in a way so they look fierce, like they look just evil.
Alright. Okay.
The leader of the Cragmaw bandits layering here is a bugbear named Clarg. Okay, so I messed that up earlier. Clarg is the leader, but the guy that told us that snitched on Clarg. So, just a quick edit to the story.
Okay.
Okay, so he has orders from the chief of the Cragmars. So, okay, I mean, I wasn't able to actually like read the book. Obviously, this is more of a note for the video than it is for you. Wasn't able to actually read the book. I worked all week, so what I did was I listened to YouTubes about the story. So I've got some ideas on like what I want to do and how to tell the story, but I got to read a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a lot of reading. A lot of
I say that
telling.
an hour into the adventure.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're like an hour into the adventure.
I can't. Do we have a lot more till we get to part 1?
We're in.
Part 1?
I don't know.
I can't wait till we get to part 3 of the spider's web and fight that. Alright, I'm not gonna spoil anything. What?
You. Alright, so Clarg has orders from the. So, wait. The leader of the Cragmaw bandits layering here is a bugbear named Clarg who has orders from the chief of the Cragmaws. So, Clarg's not the leader. He's just the one that is over where we're at.
Okay.
And he is supposed to plunder any poorly defended caravans or travelers that come along the way. So a few days ago, we already know that part because the one guy opened his big mouth.
Oh yeah, the goblin.
So we know that they were told to specifically attack our
people.
Yeah. So we're walking into this cave because that's the hideout, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So some things that we need to know about this place before we go in. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
The ceilings. Most of the cave's passages have steeply sloping ceilings that create stalactite. So those are the pointy things on cave walls or like cave roofs that cover them, and they rise about 20 to 30 feet above the floor. So Manak fits easily. Areas 1 and 2 are outside. Okay. The rest of the complex is dark, unless it's stated otherwise. The boxed text for those locations assumes that the characters have dark vision or a light source. So we may need a light source in some of these spots.
Oh, I have light.
I do too.
Oh, so we both can have our own lights.
Rubble. Area, no. But the other two do, so he should be fine. Areas of crumbling rock and gravel are difficult terrain. Okay. The sound of water in the cave muffles noises. So we can hear water while we're outside the cave. Like we hear running water inside the cave. Now, stalagmites. These come up from the floor, and they can provide cover, so we can hide behind them.
Okay.
And there's a stream, which is where the running water comes from, that cuts through, like it flows through the cave, and it's only about 2 feet deep. It's cold, and it's slow moving.
Can't wait for bed.
What?
I'm just tired. I want to keep playing.
Okay.
I'd play all night.
There's a drive path that leads into the cave on the right side of the cave entrance. So the stream's to the left, path's on the right, okay?
Got it. Like your way.
Yes, and here. Let me show you the map.
Right.
We've got this thicket here. It is impenetrable from the west side of the stream.
Alright.
So, like, we can't turn and run to our right, essentially. Okay?
So we just have to go to the left.
Yes.
Got it.
Which means we would have to cross the stream, but it's only 2 feet deep. It is cold, but I mean,
Will it
obviously
be-
for Manak it won't be an issue.
Will we be like on Manak? Like on his back?
Harry can... Manak could probably carry both guys. I don't think there's a need for it yet.
I'm just saying if we have to go through that. Yeah, that.
Okay. We notice as we get towards the entrance of the cave that there are 2 goblins over in area 2, over in the thicket, that aren't paying attention, and they're kind of being lazy and just kind of loafing about, just chatting. You know, hey man, did you watch the game last night?
You watched the Goblins game last night, and man.
How about that Quidditch match in the universe where Quidditch may or may not exist? Okay, so we have to be quiet. Do we,
I have a good idea I could use.
what do we want to do? Do we want to...
I have an idea. I can try to cast sleep on them and we can go on our way.
Hang on. Okay, so they don't know we're there just yet because we just walked up and we noticed them.
And they haven't noticed us.
Yes. And so you're wanting to cast sleep on the 2 goblins?
Yes, I'm wanting to cast sleep so then we can basically kind of do what we did to the other guy.
Okay, so
Drown them.
Darren wants to cast sleep.
You want me to go?
Here, I'll have you roll on my phone again.
Alright.
Actually, you can do it on those.
On these?
Yeah. Hang
Or do I
on.
need to roll? The same, the square?
Hang
This
on.
one?
Hang on, please.
I am.
Okay, you get a +4. Roll a...
Point at the die, so I know. Since I don't know the numbers. Well,
Here, roll that one.
alright. A 5.
A 9?
A 5.
No, because I added... Because you cast sleep, and you get a +4. So, you add a +4 to whatever you cast.
5?
So it's a 9.
Yeah.
And so, they fall asleep. And what do you wish to do now? Do you wish to move to the next area? Or
I think
what do we do?
we should, like, attack them while they're sleeping and then go on our way.
Well, they're not going to bother us.
Yeah, but what if they don't actually wake up and, like, there's a big noise or, like Manak breaks or, like, makes a big noise?
Okay, so you want to...
Attack them. And I have an idea.
Okay,
Of what
so
I can
you
I can shoot, like, the things that
you have a dagger.
and an axe thing, a hand axe.
Okay,
right?
if you want to roll a d6,
Like D6.
yes.
This?
Yeah, roll a d6.
Alright. I got a 5. A 5.
Okay, so the one you were aiming to kill is dead. And then Manak will go after the other.
Dr. Strange hasn't done much.
Not yet, but he'll come in handy, I'm sure. If not, oh well, he just kind of hung out.
Oh well, I'm just gonna relax in the wagon.
Okay, I'm going to use my maul, the pointed end of my maul, and I get to roll 2 d6s plus a 4, and then...
So basically, I'll be these dice.
I mean, that's almost a guarantee. I'm going to roll on my phone.
Alright.
Alright, so a 6,
You stand.
and then, but I add another one, a 9. So yeah, you combine all that together. He did. All right. So, Doctor Strange suggests that we move forward now that we have taken
think we
care
should.
of business,
I think we should.
and Harry concurs.